Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name is Bob Waldron, and in this video we're going to be having an inbox review of Airfix's 1/72nd scale BAE Harrier GR7A stroke GR9A. This is in 1/72nd scale, so nice scale. The price is around about the £16 mark, so not a bad price, because although it is 1/72nd scale, I mean this is a nice modern Harrier jump jet. Nice bit of box art going on there. As you can see, I haven't opened this up as of yet, so as you can see, you know, everything is all in sort of like one bag, apart from what looks like to be our canopy section just there, nicely separately bagged. We've got, by the looks of it, check there's nothing in there. We've got altogether we've got 4 plastic sprues, 1 clear part sprue. So let's work our way through these sprues. Now, just to start off with, hopefully you can see surface detail on the top of the wing section, which is all like one nice sort of big piece. We do have some nice raised bits just here for our vortex generators. We've got recessed panel lines, which are looking a little bit out of scale, a bit too maybe sort of big. No recessed rivets, but you know, there's still some detail there. The surface detail, you know, is okay. As you can see, some more top surface detail there. Moving along, we do have pylons here, which do have some really sort of nice tiny little sort of raised bits as well as recessed bits going on there. We've got all sorts of sort of weapons going on as well, and the exhausts are just here as well with some raised bits of detail. Turning it over, we have the cockpit seat area just here, which has got a few sort of little raised dials going on and whatnot. Not bad for 1/72nd scale. Ejector pin marks on this sprue, I'm not really seeing them in any sort of nasty places. We do have the fuselage section here, which the surface detail is looking pretty much like the rest of the kit, although we do have some recessed rivets just along here, some nice raised sort of detail along by the exhaust area as well. Tiny little bits here. We've got some sidewinders as well. They are looking, you know, pretty well detailed actually, and quite crisp and clean. I'm not seeing any flash on this kit, which, you know, should be really, considering this kit was new tooled in 2011, so it's not that old as of filming this in 2017. Looking at some air intake area here, looking good there as well. We've got the fuel probe just here, that's looking rather nicely detailed too. Same sort of sprue-ish going on here with the same surface detail in the fuselage section. We've got more weapons pylons here as well with some nice tiny little detail going on there. We have got our front nose section. As you can see, those recessed panel lines are looking out of scale, a bit oversized for 1/72nd, but still, you know, the details there, it's not bad. I mean, this is only £17, this kit ish. We've got a little bit of detail going on inside where the cockpit's going to be, and we've got some nice GBUs as well to go with this kit, which will be rather cool. Last main sprue we've got here, we've got the bottom section of the wing section, which is looking sort of plain, but you know, still looking good shape and everything. We've got some fuel tanks as well, 2 of them to make it look nice and beefy. We've got our landing gear just here as well, which for 1/72nd scale there is a fair bit of nice detail on there, quite impressive actually there. We've got some fans inside, that's looking really well detailed. Our Wheels as well for 1/72 scale. Again, that is actually looking rather well detailed. More landing gear detail here. Really liking the detail going on there. Looks like we've got our ejector seats just here, which has got a nice bit of detail on the sides. We've got a pilot with this one as well, which if we look closely, I mean, little bit of flash maybe going around the edges, but not that bad. We can see his facial features just about, and bits of detail inside there, looking rather good. And as I say, there's a nice array of weapons around this kit. I am liking it. I'm just looking for the instrument display panel, and I've just found the instrument display panel, which is just here, which has a nice little bit of detail going on just inside there with raised buttons and stuff. Again, not so bad for 1/72 scale. Moving along to our clear parts. Let's hope Airfix hasn't messed this up. Looking at it, we have a pretty nice, crisp, shiny looking glass parts going on here. No, and then I've just found this. How bad does that look? Now, is that scratching or what? Or is that the cobweb effect? I can't tell if that is. That does actually look like a bit of a nasty problem with the mold. So that is a bit of a bad point, sadly to say. Hopefully we can just get you on camera with how bad that's looking. Can you just see that there? There you go. Pretty nasty, actually. That is a shame. That kit was looking actually really good until I saw that. Now, whenever I have these situations, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing because, yeah, you can sort of try and sand these things out, but sometimes they are like down to the core of the plastic. So as much as you sand and you sand and you sand, the only way you're going to get rid of it is if you like sand it to nothing. And you know, this could be a one-off. It could just be this kit. Other kits, you know, you might not have that problem. If you do, the best thing you do is contact Airfix and sort of see if they'll send you a replacement, which normally companies will send you a replacement, and hopefully the replacement will be a good one. So yeah, it's not looking good for the kit, but there are ways around it, i.e. the best way is to just contact Airfix, or hopefully this is a one-off kit, fingers crossed. Yeah, it really is disappointing when they do that. But anyway, moving along, we have some what look like to be some cracking decals actually with this one. As you can see, we've got loads and loads of decals, loads of detail that we can throw all over this kit. It looks good, looks in registry, it looks pretty good to sort of almost read this. Great colours. I do believe they're by Cartograph, so you know, really good decals, which is rather good. We've got another bit of instructions just here, which is basically sort of giving our decal call outs and all our markings just on there, which we have two to choose from, hopefully, as you can see just there. Then we have the instructions. Alright, so if we just quickly get this out, we've got, you know, your typical Airfix instructions with a nice little bit of a description about the aircraft itself. The way this is going together, you know, we got two fuselage halves coming together, we've got the two nose sections coming together, so then we're going to have to bring the nose section and the fuselage section together. Two wing sections, you know, as sort of usual, but then we have this sort of I can see there's going to be a bit of filling in this general area here where the wing section comes on top to meet our fuselage sections. Around about here, you're probably going to be doing some filling and sanding, which is kind of pretty standard for the Harrier kit. The Harriers are sort of a complex shape that even with you know, 1/48 scale or any others that I've done, there's always been that little bit that you've got to sort of like fill and sand. As well as we've got this other sort of top section just here where we put another piece on the top. That's probably going to need filling and sanding. I mean, it might be a perfect fit, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be doing filling and sanding there. Apart from that, moving our way through, we do have nice flaps and slats and ailerons, being able to move all that kind of stuff, which is cool. We do have all these weapons pylons, which is going to be cool to make things all nice and beefy. Landing gear up and down as usual. Then we've got a nice array of different weapons and sensor pods and stuff, which is going to be cool. As you can see, it's nicely laying out where we can put all these. Canopy open and closed, and then we have some different markings here, which we've got, you know, your nice standard sort of grey camo pattern. We've got the grey camo pattern, the normal sort of grey standard camo standard pattern. Then we've got like this nice green and grey camo pattern to give us that sort of nice variety. And then we've got another version just here, which you could probably look for if you get the kit. So all in all, it looks like a fantastic kit. It's a new tool. We've got like no flash to hardly mess around with. We've got nice detail for 1/72 scale. Hopefully it should fit rather well. I did mention those fit problems that you'll probably most likely have just due to the shape, which is probably going to be any kit, any scale. Decals look fantastic. Sadly, you know, that canopy is going to be something that's going to put a few people off. Again, you know, contact Airfix. Maybe this is a one-off kit. Maybe, you know, this is maybe 1 in 1,000 or something. I don't know. But just bear that in mind if you do want to go out and buy it. So yes, it is a recommendation with a side note of just be careful of the canopy, that nasty little mess up that's in there. Just be careful of that. Other than that, hopefully you've enjoyed this inbox review here at Genesis Models. So until next time, my name is Bobby Waldron, and I'll see you next time. Just as a little side note, just off camera, I have examined this clear part a little bit more. It isn't actually one of those where you have that cobwebbing effect where it's been sort of like a bad mold and it's gone down to the core, and it's just, as much as you sand it, it's always going to be there. It's actually, I did kind of, you know, with my nail just on the inside, I can feel that actually they are scratches. So good news and bad news is, you know, in this particular one we've got scratches. It could have just been from it moving in the box, so this is potentially just a one-off. But if you do get it, they are scratches. You can just nicely sand them out, and there is a video on the Genesis Models website, a tutorial on sort of sanding canopies and that sort of stuff. Another bad thing is it's on the inside of the canopy, so it makes it a little bit harder to sand, but basically there is a way around it. So just wanted to throw that quick note in there. So now it is time to go. So my name's Bob Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.